just a bowl of cherries. Don't make it serious. Life's too mysterious. You work, you save, you worry so, but you can't take your dough when you go, go, go. So keep repeating, it's the berries. The strongest oak must fall. The sweet things in life to you were just loaned. So how can you lose what you've never owned? Life is just a bowl of cherries. So live and laugh at it all. Life is just a bowl of cherries. Don't take it serious. It's too mysterious. You work and you save and you worry so. Believe me, you can't take your dough, baby, when you go. So keep repeating, it's the berries, it's the berries. The strongest oak must fall. The sweet things in life to you were just loaned. So how can you lose what you never, never owned? Life is just a bowl of cherries, so live and laugh. Come on and live and love and learn to laugh at it
Hey guys, took me a little while longer than I thought, just because I did a few modifications and a few things along the way. If you watch the video, you'll probably get to see some of the things I did. The inherent problems with this jet weren't really all that bad. I mean, considering you can get it for $40 in China, or you can pay, I think it's $42, I think, on the East Coast. I had to order it from the West Coast. It was in stock there, so it was $46 and change. But it got here in just a few days, 4 days, I think, actually. Everything's pretty well clean on it. It wasn't all dented up. I had one little tiny boo-boo over here, a little ding on the front of the wing there. I can live with that. Actually, I kind of moved it out a little bit already. If I hit it with the steam gun, it'll probably just come right up. The canopy was vacuum molded, and you had to cut out all the pieces of it, and here's pretty much what's left. Okay, but you gotta do it in two different pieces and hope you get a good cut on it, and then it sandwiches together. So I haven't really put it together. I just kind of got it tapped in a couple of places so I can put it around, because I'm gonna put a little pilot in there. I found one of the pilots from an old crash. Happened to find him when I was flying the other day, and he was still there. He survived the winter. Still okay, not hypothermic or anything. Anyway, I figured I'd put that in there. The rest of it's pretty well straightforward. Nose cone really needed some help, but I reinforced it on the inside. I painted it on the inside so you'd have some shine to it, because they had it painted on the outside. It was just terrible. These things here are a joke, but I'm glad they're loose, and I'm glad they're marked right and left. And the funny thing is the right actually fits on the left, and the left actually fits on the right. but then again, you know, it's China, and which way are they facing? So, you know, they maybe just don't know our system as well as we do, obviously. So anyway, this turned out pretty decent. I was a little leery about cutting that, but I think it'll be okay. I'm going to reinforce it a little bit. I want to put a little bit more to it so that it's a little bit stockier, and then of course I'm going to just inlay maybe a couple pieces of foam in here so that I can put magnets, you know, rare earth magnets in there, and be able to lock it down pretty solid. And I'll put enough of them on there that I shouldn't have to have a slide-in latch. Because if it's a good enough fit and the magnets are strong enough, it won't go nowhere. So anyway, that looks pretty decent. The rest of the build's pretty straightforward. I'll show you the plane here real quick. I didn't put the FMS 15 F15 stock motor in this thing. You know, I got to looking at it. This thing's about the size of a 70mm, so I thought, well, maybe I should put the bigger, a little bit fancier in this one, and fly it with that. And then I'll leave the F15 alone for a little while. I want to fly it with a 4S battery anyway, just to see what the difference is. I know it's going to be night and day, considering what I did in the kitchen, and it will go vertical. The 4S might be kind of cool. I might leave it as it is then in that case. Otherwise, you know, maybe I'll play with that at a later date. In any case, I put the 12 blade high performance motor in this one, and wired everything up. I haven't done the servo modification where I'm going to put 2 servos, one in each wing for ailerons. I want to see how this actually works. It does flex, and considering the length of the control surface, there's a lot of control surface there. I may not need all of that, you know. So if there's a little bit more here than there is out here, and it's even on both sides, it won't affect flying it at all. Actually, it might give kind of a proportional. The faster you go, the less it'll want to work out here, and maybe soften the spin a little bit so you don't lose control as you're going faster. Just a thought. In theory, I think that might be a possibility. But anyway, these things are loose, and I'm going to take them out anyway. I want to paint them, probably paint them red, because you can't hardly really see them anyway. But let's give you a quick demonstration, and I'll let you get out of here. These deals here are like vinyl over foam over a stiffer plastic. So I'm not sure how they'll hold up. Somebody mentioned that crazy glue doesn't work on them. Well, I believe them. Crazy glue probably won't, but foam tack glue worked like a charm. In fact, I use foam tack on this whole darn thing. Oh, one other thing I wanted to show you. It's a one-piece wing on this, and there's no there's no stays in there. There's no cross. I'm sorry. Okay, there's none of those. All right, you're not going to find one in there. So I just put I took bamboo skewers and embedded them in this area of the wings, where I saw that there would might have been a little bit more flex than I wanted. As a result, it turns out like it's really pretty decent. I think that will do the job, and the flex looks about the same, feels about the same. I was careful when I picked out the skewers that they were about the same diameter, they had the same flex, and that, I mean, not being springs and being all that accurate, you kind of got to go by the gauge of the wood and just by feel a little bit, but I think it worked out pretty good. Let's fire this up real quick for you and give you a quick shot here of what it's going to sound like. I haven't put the decals on. I want to take my time doing that, and I want to study some pictures so I get some real good scale, accurate you know, placements and stuff like that of the things to do. And as far as this is concerned, where the red meets the white, it seems to me, I think the Goshawk, at least the free wing, has like a blend with the red there. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I've got an artist's paintbrush and I've got this color because obviously I painted the nose cone, and I'm gonna blend it out here. I want to put a blend on this and bring that body line back a little bit from the nose. It'll look a lot nicer. And I might do a couple little accents around the sides and things like that too. So that takes way too much time to do a video on, but what I will do is probably show you the finished result. I want to fly it first, see if I like it, if I'm willing to put that much time into it in the first place. And if so, it'll probably get a set of lights. You know me. Okay, so let's just do this. I've been talking. Turn our radio on. Plug this baby in. Things are working today too, so we're gonna knock on wood, right? So we'll do a better job with the canopy here. I just haven't figured out everything I want to do with it yet, and how I'm going to. Well, I figured out the fastening of as far as the rare earth magnets. I figured about 6, maybe even 8 of them. Boom, 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 boom. That thing's not going to go anywhere. I might actually have to put tape on it, pull it off. So anyway, here we go. We've got ailerons, and as you see what I'm saying, they do move. There is deflection there, you know. So I mean, it doesn't look too bad, really. I think it'll fly. I think it'll work like this. And then your elevators are like they are. Now I did find room in here to put a servo, which I'm planning on doing as well, and run a push arm back to the back of this vertical stab here, because there is a rudder, and it's already got a hinge, and it's already cut at the top. All I've got to do is cut it at the bottom, and control horn, servo, boom, done. Just do a split wire in for the front, because it does have a steerable nose, okay, but no rudder. So it's 3-channel right now, guys. So with that, got everything kind of cool here, and of course I put a dead battery in it. Of course I did. Well, that's my luck. Let's see here. Let's find the other one. I know I've got a battery that works here, guys. Hang on one second. Is that the bad one? That might be the bad one. I think that's the junk battery. That was my test battery. Well, what have I got here? All I got, guys, is all I've got is a 3S handy. I don't know where my 4S's ran off to. I think I've got them in a couple of planes that I was going to take out and fly the other day. Bad habit. Shouldn't leave batteries in your airplanes. Except they were on their way out the door. And as I made it out the door and opened up the back of the truck, the wind picked up like gale force. And, well, we didn't go flying that day. Actually, we did fly that day. We flew the F-15, and real quick and around in a Harrier landing. Okay, that's a little better. That's a 3S battery, and that one is charged, so 4S ought to scream. Sure is quiet. Anyway, I know it seems underpowered, but when I get the decals on, I'll make sure I've got a fully charged 4-cell for you guys, and you get to see it. Better yet, you get to see it fly real soon. I'm anxious to fly this one. I think it's going to be fun, just like the F-15. Thanks for bearing with me. Thanks for watching. Didn't turn out too bad, huh? With the decals on there, I think it's going to look pretty sharp. Not bad for a, well, what, $40, $50 plane? Put my own parts in it. I had most of them. I had the servos, I had the motor. What the heck? Well, I bought the motor, but I had the other motor, which will stay where it's at, so. All in all, it's a wash. See, it feels